Hi, it's Lori with Positive Thanks Living. We're going to be decorating this folder that we made in the last video. And if you'd like to see that, I'll link below. It's made with 4 envelopes and Cara Brandon's pretty papers. It's called Autumn Song. I'm a part of Cara Brandon's design team. That's me, Lori, at Positive Thanks Living. And today we're going to decorate. I have picked out the different ribbons and lace that I'm going to use. I have a little bit of mulberry paper, see if they'll go, some stamps, and some vellum stickers. There is a page in Cara's kit, Autumn Song, that I really liked, and I thought this will make a good little journal just to tuck in there with the rest. So for that and the tags and such, I'm going to back them with tea-dyed paper. Now this is the same paper, and I'll link below to the paper that I used that I'm really enjoying. It's a white paper and it's very smooth, but when you tea dye it, it soaks it in and it rarely tears. So it has some heft to it, but you can see it changes. It no longer has a sheen. It's not shiny. It has a texture to it. And I laid some plastic tablecloth not napkins, what do you call them? Placemats when I was tea dyeing these. So you can see the decoration. And that'll go as the pages in the little journal, and it'll back all the rest of the other papers. In addition, I have to decorate some of this tracing paper. I took my watercolors and I have a whole set of them. I think there's 30 some different colors, and I just brushed them over top of tracing paper. The tracing paper shrank a little, it crinkled, rippled a little, but I put it under some books and let it dry, stay that way for a while, so it's mostly flat. So I'll use this in collaging as we decorate. That's probably the only one I have of that coloring that I did. I used all the colors just as an experiment. I have some of the offcuts from the pages when I decorated these. I have a few just plain craft tags and the rest of Cara's pages to play with. So this is a really extensive set of digital kit. You get a lot of choice, and that was one of the reasons that I had requested to Cara when she asked us as the design team, which papers would you like to use? I said I wanted this one. In addition to the fact that the purpose of making this is to get a head start on gratitude journaling for the fall, for both the Canadian Thanksgiving in October and the American Thanksgiving in November. So let's get started decorating. The kit came with 2 pockets, so let's I use a larger punch than what Cara has here, just because this is what I have. You know how it goes, you use what you have, right? And in the past, what I've done with the pockets that Cara's provided is, like, it's meant to fold. This is the edge, like so. And another edge like so. So that you can fit more into the pocket when you glue it down, and then this to come back here. But what I have done in the past is just give myself another little place to glue and save this for another use. So let's just clear away all the tags and ephemera. These are the little bits to go on. And just work on the pockets right now. It will probably make this video too long to do the entire decoration of the folio. I'm not even sure what to call it. This was made by Lolly Palooza, Lolly on YouTube. I saw her using up her stash of envelopes, and knowing that I had a great big box of envelopes to use up, I thought, okay, let's do this. And I watched her video, and this is what she made. I'll link to that below. And I thought, yes, that would be perfect for when we're doing gratitude journaling. So there's one pocket. And I just like to give this a little trim here. And that one's probably okay. And my idea is that I can put it on these flips. Like that might look pretty there, or here. Let me think. I think I like this. Where's the other one? Here's the other one. Unless, yeah, maybe bringing up the colors up is a better idea. Yeah, let's do that. Where shall this go then? And I can even put it on the outside ones. What do you think of that? Here? Nope. Here. Yes, let's put this one here. And I can tuck a tag down into it. I think that'll look really nice. I'm going to use Vintage Photo Distress Ink to edge the different papers and ephemera, just to give it a cohesive look and to take away any of the white of the original paper, because I have everything else in creams and the more autumn colors. So I invite you to subscribe if you're not subscribed. I would love to spend time with you. I'm really thankful that you're watching, and I hope that what I make will spark something in you and help you in some way. I know that all the videos that I've been watching over the last 2 years or so of this junk journaling adventure that we're having, the reason watching videos is so important is when you're crafting, you don't think to describe exactly what you're doing. Some of it is instinctual. I was years ago had taken a course, and one of the comments they made in the course was, it's called the curse of knowledge. Someone who's an expert in what they do. I'm not saying I'm an expert at all, but for example, when I've watched other people like Gail Aganastelli or Tracy Fox, or many others, Deb Attic Lane, they have been doing this for so long, and perhaps they came into junk journaling through the avenue of scrapbooking or making cards. They've been doing this for so long that they don't know what they know already. They assume that we all have that information, and we don't. I don't anyhow. Now maybe you're coming also from other paper crafting, so you're bringing along those skills. So if I watch your videos, then I can learn from you, and you don't even realize what you're showing me. You're just demonstrating how it works for you, and I can learn watching your hands. And yeah, it's kind of like an apprenticeship. You can learn only so much from a book or from the written word, as much as I love the written word. When I look at different books, and I sent away for some books recently, so I'm going to do a book review of one of them. As much as you can learn from a book, in this kind of crafting space, when you are watching someone's hands, like any apprentice, you see the tricks, the things that they don't even consider they should tell you, because it's just so normal for them to do it. I'm going to put a grommet in here and a ribbon to tie things up. So I'm thinking I won't put too much bulky things on the front or the back. I don't want them to get knocked off, or yeah, I don't know where someone will be using this, so I want to keep it nice and compact. So this is going to get backed on the inside with the tea stain paper, and I'll sew around it, and then I'll put a few pages in to make it in a journal, but I'll do that off camera. Let's now do this and put it on here. How are you doing? I hope you're well. We're doing well. We're enjoying the heat, and I say that a little bit facetiously because, yeah, I'm very thankful for air conditioning. There are those, I didn't grow up with air conditioning. Where I lived in Canada, you didn't really need it when I was growing up. You do now. The climate has shifted to the point where southern Ontario, where I grew up, is now much warmer than it was when I was growing up. We used to get a couple of weeks, maybe in July, beginning of August, where the weather was warm enough to really need an air conditioner. And I think now you pretty much need it all summer long in Ontario, southern Ontario at least. My heart goes out to those that are in the western provinces, British Columbia. They never needed any kind of air conditioning. And of course this summer has been horrible for them. All right, let's do a little bit of something else here. What do you think of that color? But no, it's a little too olivey, I think. What else we can put a little bit of, because this is on the inside. That's on the outside, and I didn't want too much there. But this is on the inside, so we could put, I have these options that I dug out. Some lace, some fabric, some ribbon. I even have some of this. I had this for the farmhouse journal that I made. What do you think of that, if that was along the edge here? I like that. Gives some texture, but not too much bulk. Let me see if I can find my scissors that I use. My pinking shears. Talk amongst yourselves, as Gail often says, while I go over to my drawer to pick up the pinking shears. Got 'em. I craft in the dining area of our apartment, kind of taking it over. Truth be told, I can put everything away because everything is just in banker's boxes or Kleenex boxes. I find the shape helpful. So I put the Kleenex boxes in a banker box when I'm cleaning up, when we want to have a group over. When it's just my husband and myself, we have a little table that we can sit at, or we use TV trays on the porch, or eating isn't that formal. Which side should I put it on? So the dining area, what would be the dining area, now has a table to this side, and our round table is this side. I have this 4-foot table that I use to work on in front of the window. I have a window here and a window here, so I'm very, very blessed. I'm very thankful. Here or here? What do you say? Oh, I think this side. Now this ribbon that's like burlap is very stubborn. I discovered that making the farm journal. And you can see the glue through. And I did not like that at all. I found that very annoying. So I'm going to use Fabri-Tac. And I recommend, if you have a chance, go to the Beacon website. I'm researching something, writing something and researching, and I realized that they have amazing resources about their glues on their website. They tell you a little bit about it. Oh dear, I did put it on the wrong side. Can I switch? Maybe? Quickly? One thing about Fabri-Tac is it stays wet much longer. And one of the tips that they recommended on their website is, if you have those long stringy bits, to put a little bit of Vaseline on the tip of your glue thing. And I haven't tried it yet, but they have some really interesting things on their website. I'd recommend taking a look. So let's put this down. Here. Oh, and I didn't do the inking. The last few projects that I've done, I have not inked, so I'm out of the habit of inking. Now I'll have to put a little, like this, probably it'll be too tall, it'll stick out of the, yeah, it'll stick up too far, so I'll have to find something shorter. Oh, this one might work. Cut it down a wee bit. Anyhow, yeah, that'll come. I want to back them all with the tea stain. Tea-dyed, tea-stained papers. Okay, I think I'd like to put this up here to echo that, but it has a bird. Maybe, yeah, maybe like so. What do you think of that? I like that. What have you been working on lately? Or have you been taking a bit of a break because of the summer holidays? Have you gone anywhere? Last year was a bust for going anywhere, that's for sure, but this year maybe. How about a little butterfly down here? The label. A label and a butterfly flying away. What do you think of that? I like that. It's nice. And then there's still, it's a nice paper that you can continue to use it to write on. It's not too dark. In the past, what I've done is I've when I'm printing, I might print on a lighter shade, like a opaque, making it more opaque, because I don't like really strong papers to write on myself. I don't know how you feel when you're journaling. Does it bother you if the paper is too dark? Do you use a white pen? I've seen different junk journalers use white pen when they write if the paper is too dark. Okay, so we have a pocket here and we have a pocket here. Let's move on. What else can we decorate with? I have these tags and they're really cool. They're very strong, you can hear. And the idea is that for this folio, I think I'll call it a folio, you can tuck all kinds of things in here. I could make, I wonder if this will go in here. Could put 2 or 3. That's kind of cute, isn't it? Yeah. If it had, I have a nice ribbon that's a little bit, see, delicate that way. And I could put it through the hole. And it'll stick out nicely. I'll cut it down, obviously, so that it, but I want to sew around it first. But that's kind of cute. All right, let's decorate this. Maybe we'll do a few of them. I think, how many do I have? 4. Okay. Let's do a little collaging on here. I'll take this off for now. But yeah, I like that. I might print out some more of the small ephemera. That's what's nice about a digital kit. If you find you need more of something, it's right there. It's available. Unlike when you buy a pad of paper in the store and you wonder, first you save it for so long that you almost forget that you have it because you like the paper so much. And then, if you do use the paper, you get only to a certain point and you think to yourself, oh, I'd like another sheet of that. No, I'd use it. Okay, so let's do these like this. I have enough here and here. Okay, and I have some of Cara's. Ooh, that's nice. That could make a nice tag. Yeah, we'll save that for a tag. What else do we have? Let's find a stamp. So I also want to do this. It's a coffee sleeve. And if you've ever been to northern USA or, the north part next to Canada, Michigan probably, New York State, Tim Hortons is a coffee shop, but it's mostly in Canada because Tim Horton was a hockey player and he started this chain of coffee shops. And in Ontario, you can go just a few blocks First there's one, and then there's another, and yeah. Tim Hortons is a staple where I'm from, anyhow. Now this is called mulberry paper, and it has different pieces. Like this one has straw in it and such. It's not good, or it's often too textured to write comfortably on, but it's really fun to collage with. So I'm just going to set this aside and do that another. Right now we're focusing on the labels. I got these stamps from Nancy at Wishes and Weeds. She still has some in her shop if you're interested. I'll link below to her shop. Let's find some colors that we like. I've used it before in different. Do I like this? Let me see. It's the papers. Yeah, maybe. Lots of options. I really liked these stamps when Nancy sent them to me. That was a stamp that I've collected in the meantime. Just stuck it into my stamp bag. All right, so we have some stamps. We have some of this painted tracing paper and some mulberry paper. The thing we're missing is going to, well, maybe these are the focal point. I'm still learning to collage. I wouldn't say I do it well, but yeah, learning. Let's just use this junk mail to do a little bit of gluing on. Do you use junk mail for that? I've seen people use book pages, but I really haven't collected that many book pages to use yet. So I did use a Reader's Digest for a couple projects, and I was able to make tags out of the pages that I glued together, and that was fun. Let's just bring this over. And the reason I started painting on tracing paper was because I wanted specific colors for stuff that I was working on, and I couldn't find paper for it. I thought, well, okay, let's make my own paper then in the colors that I like. And it was really very simple. I'm not an artist, so what you're seeing is just me brushing different colors on the tracing paper and letting it dry. I had tracing paper from another project I was working on and that I continue to work on, learning how to hand letter, calligraphy of sorts. So I just used what was left to and it wasn't expensive watercolor. It came in a tube, student quality, and the tracing paper was student quality, not artist quality. Just bend it backwards. Oh, apparently not. That one broke. Okay. The one thing I don't like about gluing is constantly sticky fingers. I try to keep baby wipes close by, but they're not close by right now. So, there. We have this down. Let's put some mulberry paper. how the fibers tear? I'll show you a little bit different. It's a very interesting feel. I'm going to use art glitter. This is art glitter glue in a very disreputable old bottle that I keep refilling. And there is no glitter in this glue. It is simply the name of the company. Okay. This has some string in the paper. See how it tears? It's really cool. Let's put this on this side. There, like so. No, like this, I think. Yes. I want to tear this side also. Just make it look a little more organic. Do you have favorite collage medium things that you collage with? Okay, let's use this one now. I should make all 4 of them different, shouldn't I? With different mulberry papers in them. I can find one more, a different one. Let's tear this. I like the torn look. Now, I haven't put any lace down. And in the last journals that I've been making, I haven't used any lace. I did, as I mentioned in another video perhaps, I did 7 journals for summertime, and I didn't use any lace. And I did the farm journal, and I didn't use any lace. So it says a bit of gold. That's white. No, I don't think not in this project. I could use the green, I guess. What do you think? Very interesting. Isn't that cool? These are more pastel-y. The green is an option, but it seems very light. This one is different. It's not that. It's not that. Well, it's okay. That's an option. Yes. This is a fun craft, isn't it? A fun art experience. Junk journaling, playing with paper. Well, it's a little dark. All right. It's in between this one and this one. What do you say? I think this one. Tear it. I got this mulberry paper from Amazon. On Amazon. I don't know whether it's still available. I know that mulberry paper itself is available, but whether this particular is, I don't know. It was quite a while ago that I purchased it. Yeah, good. All right. And then let's choose a focal point. One of them could have one of the flowers. Or maybe they should all have stamps. What do you think? That's a little big. That must be a Prime Minister of Canada. 1804 to 1874. Howe, it says. H-O-W-E. He's a little stern. I don't know. How about this fellow? Yes, I like that. Right here. I also watch Rachel at Roxy Creations, and she calls this auditioning stamps. Which one should I go on? Huh? That one. I like that one. All right. Okay. There. And he just looks a little too stern for me. Let's do that one on there. There. Ah, I like this one on here. Okay. And maybe the other two have butterflies. What do you think? I must admit, and don't hate me for saying it, but yeah, I'm not really a butterfly person. One butterfly, one flower from the kit. Here. Maybe we'll use I need a hole punch or something to take the edges off of this. Or I'll just use my little scissor to take the edge off. I don't know. Here we go. I'm getting quieter and quieter. I'm sorry. I'm not used to talking a lot. I do not like that color with that butterfly. Unfortunately, that just does look good, but I can't get over his stern expression. All right, let's look for another stamp. Here we go. Hello, stamp. Where are you? It's part of a stamp. The Mounties. Royal Military College. That's kind of cool. This one, just Canada. Do you like using stamps? Do you have a bunch of stamps? There, I like her. Okay, let's do that. I like the idea of using stamps. I don't know if the actuality of using them is the way I envision. They seem like they still need a little something. I might add some lace to them. Yet. Or I might just leave them if they have their little, I'm going to cut this in half. We probably don't need it as long as it did before. Okay. Maybe that was a little too short now. Tuck it into the little place. Yeah, like so. All right, that's the beginning anyhow of decorating. I'll continue on, and I'll pause the video here. For you, it'll be no time at all. I'll finish decorating, and then I'll show you what I've done. It's Lori, Positive Thanks Living. Hang on, and I'll be back. Hey there, and I'm back, and it is decorated. This is a few days later. It took me a few days to get around to doing all the decorations, and I'm not going to show you everything. This is a tease, but you can see how it came together. I have another video. I'm going to link to it below so you can see everything that went into it. But it's all decorated now. Take care. It's Lori, Positive Thanks Living. We'll see you soon.